Hi, PC Expert Amateur here, and we are going to look at another Akasa fan that is more powerful than the Apache, but it does not have the IP54 moisture and dust protection certification that the Apache has. Okay, so it is the the Akasa Viper 12 centimeter, and it comes with, you're going to love this, yellow silicone mounting pins. Isn't that great? Because what do you think the color of the fan blades is? Yes, you're right. It's yellow with a black frame. Okay. No LEDs. And this one is almost 3 millimeters of water for the static pressure. So this is really getting close to what I call the minimum. So if you have a fairly low density radiator, this one is going to be really nice on it. Not the best, obviously, but it's certainly going to do the job. If it's a high density one, I still would suggest getting something stronger, 4, 5, 6, 7, 20, 30, 50 millimeters of water. Something stronger to help push air through the radiator is advisable. But yeah, this is also interesting because just like the Apache, this has this what they call the S blade, and so it's a little bit different. Same as the Apache, and I think honestly, there's very little difference between this and the Apache as far as physically, except I think that they deliberately restricted the maximum RPMs of the Apache, and then so this is basically just an Apache by a different name and higher maximum RPMs. But let's listen and see if it sounds like that. Ooh, it started at a pretty low RPM right there, or voltage, I mean. Not much noise. Ah, there's that turbulence noise I hear. Yeah, that's pretty loud. Let's go ahead and compare this to the Noctua NFA 12 by 25 now. You can start to hear the Noctua. Okay, so the Akasa is louder than the Noctua. I think that's pretty obvious. I can hear the high pitch of the Noctua, but overall the volume of the Akasa is greater. Bearings are no match for the SSO2 bearings, though. As always, no contenders. Noctua, you really should license that out. You're going to get more money that way than selling your own fans. And people will still buy your fans because of other reasons. But, if you license out the SSO2 bearing, you're going to make a lot of money. Yeah, so, not bad, yeah? Kind of noisy, but you're not going to hear most of that noise when it's inside of your computer and you're not doing really intense things. Before we move on to the data, please like, subscribe, and share to help build this channel. I'd appreciate it so much. Thank you. Happy New Year. And let's look at the data. All right, so it's I forgot on the Apache to tell you what the model number was that was on the hub. It was the DFS 1225-12L-K, which I'm telling you this because the Viper has almost the same. Well, actually, let's see. Same or different? Same or different? So I'm a little bit confused why they would use the same model number for a fan that has clearly been modified to be faster than the Apache and doesn't have the moisture and dust protection feature. So that's a little bit confusing. Maybe the model numbers that they use are based purely on the physical design of the frame and the blades, and that's what that is about. That's my guess. All right, and it does have the S-Flow blades, and I forgot. Oops. I forgot to do something. Oh, and by the way, just like the Apache has a brown connector, this one does too, for a PWM connector. Yeah, it's got a pretty good push on it. Anyways, moving right along, black frame, yellow, I don't know which, it's a bright yellow. I guess it's a medium yellow. I'm not really too sure. And it's $20 fan, or at least when I got it. C and ROHS certifications, made in China, 120 by 25 millimeter fan, 50,000 hours, 2-year warranty versus 150,000 minimum for the Noctua and 6-year warranty. 160 grams versus 200 for the Noctua. Same number of fan blades, 9. The standard mounting hole distance, 600 to 1900 RPMs versus 450 to 2000 for the Noctua. So very similar, except the airflow is 83.63 versus 102.1. So the Noctua is still better there, but it gets kind of crushed by the Akasa, which is 2.98 millimeters of water versus 2.34 static pressure for the Noctua. And the minimum noise is 6.9, maximum is 28.9. And the fan cable is 31.5 centimeters long, no daisy chained ing, but it's got a sleeve. And it's PWM, hydraulic dynamic bearing, hydrodynamic, 12 volts, 2.04 watts, which is not quite double the Noctua. And then the amps are 0.17. It has indicators for rotation and flow, clockwise rotation. You get 4 mounting pins that are made of silicone rubber. And that's all there is.
Thanks for watching, and I hope you have a great day.